meeting to order. The time is 8:43. Who would like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We observe a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Now we're going to go to the roll call. Raymond Camina.
Present.
Gabriel here. Judy Gutierrez has been excused. She has requested for a excused absence. Latika Lopez.
Present.
Jorge Luis Quijano. Present. Michelle Romani.
Present.
Right. And these others, these are out, right?
These are, yes.
So we have a quorum.
Just a
We
yes.
can proceed with that. Any public citizen comments?
Not today.
Will there be a motion to excuse Ms. Gutierrez?
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
yours. You motion to excuse.
Oh, no, we did not.
Oh,
We're
I'm
on
sorry.
motion four.
Oh, no, I didn't
Yes.
want
Okay,
that.
I move to excuse
Judith.
Judith Gutierrez.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you,
Opposed?
Monica.
No, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just excusing her with no rhyme or reason. Okay, approval of the minutes. You read the minutes. I entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Move to approve.
Michelle? Second. George? All those in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? Okay, we're going to go, we have a presentation that's gonna happen today, so we're gonna go through our agenda items. And if you all would like to have any questions over any of the items on the financials at this time?
No. No questions.
Okay.
And Mr. Chair, we just started the fiscal year, so it's
Exactly.
basically,
Set to zero.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we move on to agenda item number 8, October activity. We also have a lot of items there. It's a big list, so we ask that everyone please take the packet with you and review them at your leisure. And if there's any questions you may have, you're more than welcome to call and ask. There's items. Is there anything that stands out that you would like to point out?
It was a very busy month, as you can see from the 5 pages of overview. And again, this is just an overview. We don't detail every activity that we had, but it was pretty busy. We continue to have to prepare. We have 2 big press conferences in the next couple of weeks, and I'll talk a little bit more about one of them. The podcast launch, we invite you to check out our new podcast, Visit Laredo podcast, and the coffee tour promotion. So really quick, I'll talk about this. In your next year packet, you have a map, you have a coupon book, and a sticker. So this is the new iteration of our coffee tour. It's a new version, and now it has 20 coffee shops, and the idea is to promote local coffee shops here in the community. If you're a visitor or a local and you complete 3, you go to 3, you can come here, you turn in your map, and you get a little swag, a little souvenir. Now, if you want to do all 20, if you complete all 20, you can get a very limited edition, only 100, the first 100 people that complete the whole thing will get one of those. And so we're also adding a coupon book, so everybody that's doing their tour can also get a little incentive to complete it. Thank you. Also the sticker. So this is something that we launched recently, a couple of weeks ago. It's basically the 2nd anniversary of the tour, so it's a refresh of what we already have.
And so, one question, who can obtain those?
It's basically for, yes, visitors, and there are hotels, there are the coffee shops here at our office, and so they can come, they can get their map and their coupon book. Now, if somebody doesn't have access to the map, they can't find it, it's already gone wherever they went, or they're out of town and they're gonna come visit, they can download the Visit Laredo app, And in the app, there's a map, and instead of going to the coffee shop and asking for a stamp, they can go to the coffee shop and ask for a code. And that code is entered in the app, and once they complete their 20 coffee shops, they can come show us their phone, and they can get also the money. So you don't necessarily need the map to do it.
And so you also had something you wanted to announce to us, you wanted to show us, I wanted to explain that the data.
Oh, okay, yes, so in page 13, we have the visitor behavior dashboard, which it has a new look. So it has some very important information, like how many out-of-state visitors we have, what's their average visitor spend. And what I try to do is I do it for 2 months, so it's September and October, in this case. And visitations per region, where do they go in the city, what type of point of interest they gather. And the first page is just US visitors. This is only people that come from other places in the US, including Texas. So you can see the visitor market areas. You can see San Antonio is our #1, percentage of visitors and percentage of spend. In the second page, page 14, we have the same thing but for the Mexican market. In here we don't have spend because the laws in Mexico prevent us from accessing that type of information. However, we do have top Mexican origin and their point of interest, where do they like to go in the community, so we see retail accommodations and where in the city. And on page 15, this is where I want to focus on, is the overall. So for September, October, we have hotel occupancy of 73%, which is pretty good. Our hotel ADR 141, and our hotel average stay value is 484. For short-term vacation rentals, Airbnb, VRBOs, we have 32% occupancy, 113 ADR, and 568 average stay value. And so for hotels, the top feeder markets are San Antonio, Houston, DFW, the Valley, Austin, and Monterrey. And for the hotels, the average window to book is 11 days and 10 days for short-term rentals. So next week we are going to be in Monterrey, launching the campaign for Black Friday, the holidays, tree lighting ceremony, the whole thing. And then the following week we're gonna launch the new campaign for the US. So as we have mentioned before, we're trying to match what we're doing in Mexico, the efforts, with also the US so that we can have a cohesive effort. So a new thing is the bottom one is how do our visitors impact our economy. So 19%, and this is mostly for US visitors, right? Because we can't, we don't know exactly for the Mexican visitors because of privacy laws. But for the US, 19% of all restaurant spend came from visitors, mostly from the US. 12% of all retail came from visitors, the spend that came from visitors. And 27% of all attraction spend came from visitors. So we know what impact they're having in our local economy.
That's excellent information.
So we will continue to, this report, we'll show it on a monthly basis, and we'll show you the 2 previous months. So next month it will be October and November and so on.
How does council see this? Do they see it, you just said,
We send the Friday packet memo.
okay,
So in our Friday packet memo, we try to include all this.
okay.
Although sometimes we don't have all the information because the Friday packet memo is sent a week or 2 before.
Okay.
So if you want to share this with your
Yeah.
council member, please do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to double up
Yeah.
on, I'm sure they get a lot of stuff, but I thought that this would be interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell her to look specifically at these pages. So
Yeah.
they can see it.
And I think sometimes coming
Same-
from y'all,
Same here,
yeah, coming from y'all is a little bit more, it highlights the information because when they get the packet, they get it from every single.
Sure.
So now it's divided, like, all the departments that report to each assistant city manager and city manager, we all have a week.
There's a cycle.
There's a cycle, so now it's once a month,
Okay.
but I do believe that if you show it directly to your council member, it will have
So,
stronger impact.
which city deputy, assistant city manager do y'all report to?
Mr. Valdez.
Perfect. And so you also said you had, oh, go ahead, you have one.
No, I think if, Mr. Chair, if it's okay, we would like to, move on to the sneak peek of our brand new campaign.
Okay.
I do have a question. I know that I've made repeated requests, but I didn't see very much promotion on the Caminarte.
Yes, we've had, and we can do a special report if you would like.
Yes, for next
But
week.
yeah, we have consistently
Yeah, I saw it
promoted
too.
Caminarte
It
on
was on
social
both
media.
Facebook and that, and
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
on Twitter too.
I saw it as well.
It's just the way, you know, it shows up and then it goes on, you know, that's the thing, it's like if you're tracking, you have to go
Yeah,
back to the.
you have to. But yeah, we've heard the comments and we increased the promotion for Caminarte.
We promote it at least 2 weeks before it happens, and then we continue sharing it on our stories. And then the day of, we also share it on all our
And
stories
then you
on
see
Facebook.
people tagging, and I think that's a good thing too, is when you tag all, you know, different areas, because then they post it, then it continues to
Okay,
show.
yeah, because for whatever reason, I wasn't getting it on my feed. And especially, I know that they had great success for their ghost tour. In fact, they had, the Webb County area had a 50-person wait list.
Yeah, no, and we shared that one widely, and we're partnering actually with Webb County Heritage.
Okay.
They were our podcast guests too, so we promoted heavily all the events.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. So we would like to present to you our new US campaign. It's called Find Your Sense of Adventure. And the idea with this campaign is that we're gonna follow, the first year, we're gonna follow the story of 3 people. And so we have our outdoor enthusiast, our birder, we have our leisure traveler, and our business traveler. And so the idea is that at the beginning, we're gonna have ads with all 3 of them, but also we're gonna focus on the different markets and the different, depending on the publication, depending on what we're presenting, we're gonna focus on one of them or the other. So Victoria, this is our first character. She's our leisure traveler. And so basically the campaign, what it wants to do is connect us to our senses. Like feel the adventure, find your sense of adventure, and the sense is like double use on words is find that sense, the smell, the taste, the feel of the adventure. And so the colors, the smells, the feelings, Victoria could barely contain the excitement for the weekend she had in store. As she explores the city, she's met with new surprises and the overwhelming question of why she had never chosen this before. She looked around at the city and felt comfort and joy. She could sense the welcoming hospitality radiating from every face and warm hug. When she looked at the city of Laredo, she felt the start of an adventure she would remember for ages. And so we have different versions of this ad. For digital, and you see Victoria in different settings. These are billboards. And then we have, of course, leisure is one, our food is, and our culinary offerings are very strong. We want to continue focusing on that. We had a great partnership with Casa Lopez, with La India, for the photo shoot and the video. It was great. So taste the sense of adventure. So in Laredo, the culinary creations are a feast for the senses. The sound of meat sizzling on the grill fills the air, while bold smoky aromas weave through the crowd like a call to celebrate. Families gather in the bustling plaza, sharing dishes passed down for generations, each bite a taste of tradition and pride. The energy is electric as people feel their plates, laughter and warmth, radiating from every corner. Come to Laredo and taste the love and adventure in every bite. So you see, here's a little bit Casa Lopez. So we've done some changes to these, just the It's a little bit too dark, so we asked them to,
It's so
Yes.
funny, I saw
Yes.
that, keep thinking I saw that one, I like it though, I mean,
yes.
that's what I was thinking, it's dark, but it's so,
Yeah.
like, warm. It
So
feels
we asked them
so-
to
La
just
India.
brighten it up, La India,
Like,
yes.
that's like-
It
So
looks-
yeah, we already went
It
to,
looks good though.
yeah, this is Casa Lopez. We made some changes on these two also. But I mean, this looks delicious.
Have you seen the videos that Taco Palenque puts on their screens now?
Yes.
They've done such a good job, I was wondering who
They're
did
doing,
that.
yeah, they're doing
Because
some
They
amazing
throw,
work.
they show the content, I mean, you feel like, I mean, it's, I go over there for breakfast, but I feel like having a fajitas. See it, so.
So
Yeah,
this
it's
is, these
like
are
that.
billboards.
Yeah, that's delicious.
And we know our history is one of our most important offerings also. So Victoria, who's our leisure traveler, she's also into history. And with every step you take through Laredo, you'll find an adventure. On every street you see the rich history, and at every stop you hear the vibrant stories. The traditions, flavors, and songs are only a glimpse of the life that flows through the city. With Spanish plazas, sacred missions, you can see the past dance with the present and feel the excitement waiting for you. Come to Laredo to find an adventure you've never seen before. So you have the,
Excuse me, I would change that, I mean, it's probably too late now, but
no, it's not,
we don't have missions here.
no, it's,
So
yeah,
I would say sacred spaces.
yes. And this is something that, yes, we'll change that. And it's not too late for a copy. So we did this at the Republic of the Rio Grande Museum, as you can see. As we mentioned, we partner also with Web County Heritage to do all these, the photo shoots. So in here, see the adventure. Then meetings. We combine a little bit of the food with the meetings. And so Caitlin is our meeting or our business traveler. This is what she'd been waiting for. Caitlin spent weeks preparing to give this presentation. As she drove into the city, a new wave of excitement hit her as she looked around. She thought the meeting and potential deal was the most exciting part of the trip. Now that she was here, she felt the excitement grow for what would happen after. This could be more than just a day trip. Maybe she should stay a while and feel the adventure Laredo had to offer. So this is a little bit of what happens after the meetings, so you can do the whole adventure, meeting and adventure. So you can see our three characters. We haven't gone into our birder, but these are our three characters. And we have meetings also.
At the water museum?
That's the
Yes.
water museum, yes.
I'm so good.
How pretty.
It is, it's a beautiful space.
It's,
It's
it
underutilized.
lends itself very well. So the birder will come in a second phase. This is the first phase of the ads. So we wanted to show it to you all. We have a video, however, I would like for you to watch the video in a couple of weeks, because we're gonna show it at the movies, at the movie theater. So I would like for all of you to have that first impression of the video
On the big
there at
screen.
cinema.
It's
So
a
we would
Laredo
like-
movie? It's a
Huh?
movie about Laredo? Doing a movie?
No, it's
Oh.
just, we're gonna have our press conference. We really like
Oh.
our video, and we're very impressed with what they did, and so we wanna show it in the best, space
Venue,
possible for that. And so we're really excited. We would like to invite you. You have a save the date on next to your packet, and it's for,
And in our inbox.
Yes.
I received it. on
yes,
my
so I
email.
already put it on your calendars. We really want you all to attend, and let us know if you're taking anybody from your organization. We already got you and Anita.
This is really a great start.
Thank
It
you.
is. I regret that, having visited San Antonio a lot, I regret that we, like, they have San Fernando featured prominently. I wish that things were different where we could have the cathedral and also use, because that's really the heartbeat of Laredo right there.
And in the video, you will see the cathedral. We do have it. For many years, that's been our icon. So we wanted to give it a little bit more love to the rest of the history,
Yes.
like in our Republic of the Rio Grande Museum. But definitely in the video, you will see the cathedral.
Will the border heritage be part of the video as well?
Border Heritage, no. We have Republic of the Rio Grande and we have the cathedral.
Okay.
Double plaza.
I think it looks beautiful.
It does.
Thank you.
I like
It's
the
very-
shirt, it looks nice.
Yeah, so we're really excited. We wanted to really showcase and feature the different offerings that we have. And so we're really excited about the press conference so you can see the video in all its glory.
How is
the
it
big
going to be
screen.
used?
I'm sorry?
How are you using the video? Like for reels and?
We're using it, we're gonna use it wherever we can. One of the things that we are doing is we're gonna share it with the media here in Laredo, so if they wanna showcase it in their shows, they can do it. We're also putting it on the board at the, are we doing the video at the airport? At the big screen at the airport. So here in town, we're doing those things, and then out of town, wherever we can show it, we'll share that. Even meetings, sometimes when we go to meetings and we're bidding for conferences, we need videos. A presentation doesn't do it anymore, so we're using that and of course on our social media. So we got a lot of material out of that. We got a 90, a 30, and then everything that we could do with social media.
Oh, good, because I was talking to somebody from the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops on a matter that I was asked to talk about. And I said, well, hey, why don't y'all come to Laredo? And somebody asked me, and I said, okay, well, as soon as this is available, I thought maybe we could send a link.
And if you have a contact, Fidel and Sofia can get a hold of them and talk a little bit more about it. They're doing a great job meeting with all the hotels and sending us leads, and so we're happy to contact them if you have
Let me massage them for a little bit, and then.
if you wanna do at the
Yeah.
same time also, just let us
Yeah,
know and
I will.
we can reach out to them.
Yeah, because I said, I know the one caveat is the airport, but everybody's got a way to get here from either United or American. And I said that the Archbishop of Las Vegas can get here from Regent, from
Allegiant.
Yeah, Allegiant, I'm sorry. But I told him, I said, we've got the meeting space for you guys because they usually bring about 300 people.
Oh,
And I said they could fit at La Posada, but they have their masses right there across the street. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to massage them.
Yeah, let us know, and that's what we do.
And on that note, I was gonna ask you all, cause I never fly anywhere, I have to go see a doctor. That was my big trip. But I was gonna ask you, I went to the airport, I love the Bugambilia in front, have you seen that Bugambilia in front of the airport?
No, I haven't, not
Oh,
recently.
my, I took a
Yeah.
picture, I'll show you in a minute. But I was gonna ask you, what's the construction happening, what's going on?
They're expanding the airport, so they're gonna do a whole change. They're changing the whole roof. So
They're
they're
building a wing to the right,
yes,
to the north, I should say.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it this direction.
on the side, on the north side of the
Yes, you're relocating all the offices
That's a
of United
TSA.
American.
Mhm.
And isn't there gonna be a new security checkpoint there?
Yes, so the checkpoint, instead of being right in the middle, is gonna be on the side,
That
so
was
it's
the
gonna allow for more
recesses of
space.
my brain, I don't
Yeah.
know where, I don't know
Well,
where I
you
heard
probably
that.
saw the presentation, cause it was a few years
It
ago
was a
when,
capital improvement plan
Yes.
for the airport or something.
and so there was a whole rendering, and so it was, so the access, the security is gonna be on the north side instead of the middle. So that will allow for better space, cause if you fly right now, or let's say a couple months ago where the construction of the escalators was not there, there's very limited space for TSA pre-check, there's very limited space for anybody, basically.
Yeah, it was never supposed to go there. It was
Exactly.
put there, it retrofitted to the space up there at the top of the escalators.
Yeah.
It
So
was-
now
it
it's
wasn't
gonna have
intended
its own
for that.
space, yeah. So-
Well, it looks great, and the one
It
thing
does
I
look
wondered about too is that their food,
Offering.
the offerings, yeah, because, I get it, it's, you have to maintain a certain amount of, volume to keep up a restaurant. And of course, you know, I have my Chick-fil-A, there, but it was like, you know, but I thought, well, I remember the old days when, we went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 But I wonder if that would be something that could,
They were looking
It
into
was
expanding
enticing.
adding another restaurant.
yeah.
That's the whole, that's a plan.
And whose is the gift shop?
Us,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Okay.
manned by the airport.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a co-op between, us and the airport.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And so all the items, are, for the most part, ours with some for Port Laredo.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the other, I'm sorry, Mr. Carmona, did you have a question?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask, this video could be also at hotels, right? Be cool.
Yes, so we're working potentially with a company that puts them in, hotels and coffee shops and bars and, all that.
When you check in, you know, like on TV, they're like, oh, welcome. So
Yeah.
that's what we wanna.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
so we're working on that,
That's
that's
an
in progress.
paid advertisement, we need to contract
Yeah.
after,
Yes.
right? That's not like hotel, we can go with Hilton or you can go to video, that's not.
It's a specific company that does it, so we're working on that contract, yes.
And the other thing too, is, I lost my train of thought. For the video, is it possible, once this thing launches, cause I know that y'all have a partnership with My San Antonio, or at least a sponsor. Cause I think we're the San Antonio media outlet,
We have-
sharing your Visit Laredo.
Yeah, so
So
we
they
have
tag you,
contracts, we
which is
have
good.
contracts with different outlets in San Antonio, as well as Austin. We also have Corpus, the Valley. So we do have all the media outlets where we can put digital or a video, we will send the video. We also have our print buys, our billboards, digital and electronic. So we have, this is gonna translate to all those different, media outlets.
Cause I'm thinking the next time I go to the member of the Crockett, cause they do have that rack,
Mhm.
and they've got Fredericksburg, they've got.
Usually those are also paid services, so the racks
Yeah.
are managed by a company, that we
So
have
then-
contracted in the past, but those are usually paid services.
So then it's not like I can take a whole bunch of these
Yeah,
and just
no.
stick it in there.
Yeah, they sell you a little space.
They sell us, yeah,
We used to buy those, but
yeah,
they're not
it-
that popular no more.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're
yeah,
coming back.
we stopped buying those, but, Mr. Camina,
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know-
notice that, talking about the rack, at the airport, it kinda shrunk, I mean, it's still big, but only
Yeah.
a few people, me and like two other businesses.
yeah, a lot of, we saw a decrease when we stopped having the desk there, the
Yeah.
information, we saw a decrease on
I
it.
remember I had to go over to the bridge, I had to kinda squeeze everybody aside.
And
Yeah.
by the way, we have a new visitor guide also that we just launched, so,
Oh,
I don't know if you all want it.
yeah, I'd like to have one. Yeah.
Me too.
And it's pocket size, so it's easier to carry, it's rack card sized.
But yeah, where's your going? Workshop. You have it upstairs or down?
Yes, upstairs.
Upstairs,
That's great.
yeah,
Because a lot of people have a lot of time,
yes.
Yeah.
especially when they're waiting on the flights.
So, it's open just during the.
Monday through Friday, 8 to
Monday through
5.
Friday, 8 to 5 when there's a flight.
Yes.
Last day you had it,
No, no.
Do you think that at some point the video can be expanded to maybe include our festivals and stuff?
Depending on what the focus of the video is, I think the video is, depending, I feel like, I think we can have for everything. So cause it's a big expense.
No, I understand.
So we can add other, we will have a campaign for festivals. They're working with us on birding, for example, they're working with us on, we will have ads for sister cities, for WBCA. So that's definitely gonna be in the campaign. I don't know necessarily on the video, but definitely in the campaign.
Yeah, because I was thinking about this while, I was on my way over here. Because I made the suggestion at council Monday night about the possibility of leveraging CBD for the arts people. And maybe maybe a collaboration in the future where we can promote our arts for that adventure part.
I think it was a little bit confusing the way you mentioned it, because it sounded like it was for the water infrastructure, not necessarily for the arts.
Well, the thing,
So,
okay, well, just, I'll send y'all an email as to what I meant, because if I'm gonna take like, what, 30 minutes and so, no, I'll send you an email as to what I
Okay,
meant.
that's great, that'll be good, like that we can,
Because it's hard when you only have 3 minutes, and one of the members wanted to extend my time, but then when I saw the whole art people behind it, no, but I'm gonna be like Travis defending the,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of discussion.
yeah.
yeah.
So, I think this is great, I know there's more to come, and then, I will tell you that for me, and I don't know about the rest of you, but another reminder might not be bad, just to remind us of when you.
Yes,
as long as
yeah.
you-
So I
something's
sent
going
you,
on.
yeah, I sent it
Yes.
like a month ago, and then I sent you another
It's a Tuesday, right?
reminder
It's a
with the
Tuesday.
location, and the week before I'll send you another one just to.
Excellent,
Because
thank you.
it's a heads up that we,
Yes.
and I know
Yes.
Monica senses on this too, and so
No,
it was like,
it's,
oh my God, yes, you're right.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
yes, I would
Yeah.
appreciate it too.
Not a
yes.
problem, and it's gonna be at Cinemark, at the mall,
Yeah.
so,
At the mall,
And,
good.
yes.
and Monica's always been really good at
Yes.
reminding us.
I agree.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
send
this
a
is
text
good.
like day before.
Yes, yep.
Is he the Picnic Express?
He's from.
Do you all still sell?
It's, yes,
Hello.
it's
Brent
David.
Express, yeah,
Brent
it's the owner.
Express is David.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought, okay.
Yeah.
Do you all still sell Laredo Wapoli? Did you had it here once?
No, that was, I think it was Walmart,
The Monopoly?
yeah.
I saw that Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Is it, oh, they still have it?
I don't know if they still have it, but that's where I saw it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
a-
very limited edition.
Yeah.
We have jigsaw puzzles.
For Laredo?
Yeah.
For Laredo? Well, cause I bought like everything Walgreens had about a year ago. And then whenever we have guests, like Ted Cruz got one, several people who come come visit us, we
Yeah.
give them all Laredo Wapoli. And they love it, and then people that are there from Laredo.
Where could I get it?
Like, where did you get this? Because they don't. that's-
Yeah, it's because it's very limited. They do like
What
very limited ones.
company? Do you know the company?
No. But I've seen with other cities because we're all like looking at like whenever somebody gets it between CDs, we're all like, did you get it? When did you get
It
it?
It wasn't expensive. You think it's on Amazon?
Check
I
eBay.
didn't buy it.
Maybe.
Amazon has everything.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's in case already.
Yeah. See where it is, cause I
Yeah.
can buy more, I'm out,
Yeah.
Check eBay.
And on this video,
but that's what we gave
in the
the,
future, you can also do excerpts, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that it gave us a lot of material.
Options, yeah.
Yeah.
So from that video shoot, the all the pictures. Actually, this picture is from the video shoot. All the pictures from the campaign come also from the video shoot. So it lent itself very well to creating the stories. They came with the idea of creating the stories individually and then a cohesive story.
If you ask me in the future, and that's a lot of work, but to do one just for Sister City.
That would be great. I think that's gonna be a different, they came this year to Sister Cities, so they have materials on Sister Cities to create, the campaign for the next year. So we do have material, they already came with their big,
I mean,
cameras and all that
they're all
good
aware, but it's so well known all over Texas.
yes,
I have clients that have been,
yes,
come from Dallas, Arlington, they all have heard about it or they're thinking,
yeah,
and I said, wow. you know.
yeah. No, and we're already working on the 2025, so just FYI, we're already working on.
When did you stop?
I think we gave ourselves like 3 weeks.
the last thing I wanted to mention, and only because I was talking to Mr. Bias at the police department, he mentioned that this police department's gonna be celebrating an anniversary.
175, 150, yeah,
big.
something big.
And they're having an exhibit at the.
Yes, at Webb County Heritage, yes.
So, and I was asking them, I said, you know that I noticed, I watched Spectrum, and I noticed they feature things like that for other cities. How do you get on that? Like, who's the PR person to contact that Spectrum?
I can ask Noraida from PIO, she probably has some information on that, so I can ask her.
Cause I mean, sometimes the stories, I mean, I don't blame, and it's like, I mean, for like, Hillsville, blah, 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 they grew, peanuts or watermelon,
Yeah,
it's like, wow, we do a lot of things too,
Yeah.
but I'm surprised we're not, because I mean, once you feature them, they do features on restaurants, they do features on
Yeah.
just special expos and.
yeah, and they feature us way in the past, like probably the last time was like 3-4 years ago. But yeah, no, we'll
No,
definitely
we meet the
research.
water issue, that's always the last story I saw. And I like watching it because it's kind of, you know, it's kind of just monotone, so
Yeah.
you just hear what you wanna hear, but they repeat it, like the same day, it'll
Story,
be like
yeah.
5 times.
Yeah, no,
It's a
we'll
subliminal message.
we'll ask
Yeah.
him like that for to see if he has
Because I
a.
think there's stuff coming out, like WBCA never has come out there, never.
Oh.
And I wonder about that too, because it's like, my God, the border celebrates Washington's birthday, like,
Yeah.
really, that's,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
even
well-
Denny's has a, I was there last night, they've got some sort of a channel thing.
We were in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that is paid publicity, so we're, for sister cities, we're in the Denny's one. So, getting closer to sister cities, you'll see our ads there.
We also partnered, this year for Sister Cities, or this year, last year, this year? We're at
This
the
year.
man.
This year.
Was it Clear Man? We did like Spotify, we did Sirius XM, we did like we partnered with the program KGNS has. So we're trying to get more digital and push more digital content out there because we know
it
it works.
was in a lot,
And they heard us from all over Texas, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna move on to, I guess, any other discussions, any other announcements?
Our main announcement is the press conference. We have, as I mentioned, 2 press conferences coming up. One is in Monterrey. We have our Monterrey holiday Black Friday press conference, next week with a tree lighting ceremony. So we do it early in November because we want to own Christmas in Monterrey. So we do it, it's gonna be on the 14th, and it's gonna be in the annex of the Macro Plaza, which is the main square in Monterrey. So that's where the tree is gonna take the
Oh, wow.
space, yes.
Oh, that's great. And so, speaking of that, what's going on with Paisanos? Do you have dates for that yet?
Paisano, so Paisano, the caravan is, going to be December 18th. We actually have a meeting today, a site visit today at the arena in the afternoon with the group from Querétaro. And so December 18th is when the caravan is gonna gather in the arena, and they're leaving December 19th very, very early in the morning, at 3 a.m.
Okay.
So last year we had close to 3,000 vehicles gathering. We expect a higher number this year. And
And this is back still at the arena, right?
Yes.
yes,
Okay,
this is
so-
all at the arena.
So this is
Now we
all-
moved it indoors, so all the, for you registers, everything is indoor. It used to be in the parking lot, so now it's indoors.
We're encouraging.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna have it all in the home.
Okay. I want to see, because we also have the bank there, I know that
Mhm.
it's changed for pesos, is it?
Yes.
Yes, so December 18 is when they're coming.
Okay.
And they
you-
depart on the 19th.
Very early, at 3 in the morning.
And are you, the only other thing that came up from the chamber side, or the Chamber of Commerce, was a couple of insurance agencies that sell Mexico insurance were asking about that too. The dates are set, so do these people get any advance notice where people could advertise like things like that, like their insurance?
We can talk to the organizers, because we honestly, we only set, we
Right,
we
you will provide
present the
space.
space. But they're very well organized, so if there's, maybe the chamber could give us like a list or a piece that we can,
People.
we can send that information. If it comes through the chamber, that way we're giving equal opportunity to all the members. If it comes from the chamber, a piece that we can share with them. They're very well communicated through WhatsApp, and they have an app, and so we can certainly
And I
share.
know it's available online now, but I think through the School of Hard Knocks, they learned that they had to provide their service online too.
Yeah.
Because that was the deal with that, because before you used to go big down like 35 or
Mhm.
we'll go down, they were all 35.
Yeah.
And now that that's gone, well, they were depending on that business or not, but I
Yeah.
mean, they can, I mentioned that, you know, I said, most people, I think would.
They already come with all the services purchased. Now, if they would like, again, I would prefer if it all came through the chamber, that way we're ensuring that we're giving fair opportunity to everybody. But if y'all want to have a table at the event, I can speak to the organizers they can provide the services there, or more information there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out,
Mhm.
I'll find out and get back to you.
Awesome. Yes, Mr.
Who took, was this in-house, all these photos?
Some are in-house, some
They
are,
are fantastic.
yes,
They're
some
very,
are,
they catch your eye.
the ones that are, like the one that you saw with David, that is, from a photographer,
Beautiful.
And then for the
Yeah.
product.
a photographer for food and travel too. So it's a combination of different photo
Very,
shoots,
very nice, very
different,
impressed.
And we will partner with
photographers.
the same photographer for the Mexican market.
yes.
It's not like they're not also posed, they're so natural looking, you know.
Yes, so that was our, yeah, no, definitely we have a combination, good combination. So this one, if you go to the food one, where David is, this one is a photographer for
Yeah.
also that one. So
Yeah.
those,
Yeah, I love the socks.
a
They're so
photographer
natural, you know,
for,
you couldn't post them.
Very nice.
Yeah.
They're good actors or they're good
No, they are,
Subjects.
they're friends of mine.
They're real people.
so they're,
Yes, there you go, that's the word.
some of the, a very good photographer for Food and Travel Mexico came to do, a presentation, they got, feature.
If I can suggest for next year, and I don't know if this event last week was put together at the last minute. The Dia de los Muertos.
We were not involved in that.
Okay, but I would suggest maybe next year, I don't know how, that would be done, because, or at least have some sort of a promotion of it.
That's the second time, that's it.
Because, I know Visit San Antonio, I didn't even know about this until.
They have the second largest Dia de Muertos
Yeah, but they were
celebration in the world.
promoting, yeah, they were promoting.
Outside of Mexico.
Yeah, they were promoting the daylight side of it. I went to the river parade and I
I
was,
think there's 3 events going on at one time.
right.
Yeah,
And
And
they
on
did
top of
many
that,
sponsorships, because I know IBC in San Antonio at one time sponsored it, but I mean, our sponsorship was like 10,000 because it was.
Yeah.
right, and
They do name it the largest Dia de Muertos celebration outside of Mexico.
See, Michelle, they organize themselves like now for next year.
yeah,
And that's the thing about our locals, and I've told them that, I said, you all need to start early to let, because I mean, literally, probably a lot of that stuff happened last minute. And, you know, some of it was organized through different venues, so they kind of, okay, now you come in.
yeah, cause it looked like
And it was
this,
a low turnout.
it was, and I thought, and I told the consul, I said, you know, we were talking, and I said, you know, maybe next year or now, start talking to you guys, so that way y'all can do what Visit San Antonio did and promote. Now,
We can promote it, not a problem.
Right.
The bulk of the event, as Mr. Castillo said, the organizing of the
Yeah.
event, it's something
because
different.
coming,
But we can definitely
now
promote it.
this was my first time going to section event in San Antonio. The parade was a little bit of a come down because I, you know, for when I paid to sit,
wasn't
somebody
like-
gave it to me for my birthday. And I thought, oh, cool, I was excited, I'd never been to a river parade. But there were only, 20 floats, and I thought, that's it. I was expecting, you know, WBCA type, big 2 hour.
It used to be,
Yeah,
because they were getting floats, they were actually passing them on from other parades that were happening in other cities, and I know it was like 20, it was before COVID when we did the first one. And this guy was planning the whole thing, and he was super organized.
yeah.
But he had like huge, gigantic floats with, you know, beautiful
Yes, and I was
lights.
expecting
They
that.
had well, even more than 20, where would you put them?
And-
No, they had warehouses, see, that's what I needed the sponsorships,
Yeah.
because they were renting warehouses ahead of time, and then
Yeah.
afterward to dismantle them,
Yeah.
because they had to ship those things back to the cities where they got them from.
The only-
It was a big trip.
Yeah, I mean, the only kind of exciting thing was when, unfortunately, one of the barges kind of crashed into a bridge, but the little mascot was still dancing. But still, it was a huge thing, and of course, you're right, they had 3 events, and on top of that, Sting and Billy Joel were, so downtown was a mess, but it was still fun.
I heard about this one, I didn't go to this one, but I also heard that the enchilada lady was selling her enchilada for $15.
Yes, $15, and I
Oh
told,
my gosh,
and
that was like-
I told the consul, I said, you know, if you want good enchiladas, go to Mother Cabrini's Jamaica, which was the following day,
Mhm.
because for $8 you could get a full plate of enchiladas and a drink. And I said, you know, you'll need to talk to the vendors about the prices
Yeah.
because,
See, that lady normally sells them for $7.99, something like that, she does.
She was
But I
gouging.
guess, You know, like I was telling someone, this is the other thing too, have to think of the perspective of the vendor. If she sees, oh shoot, I bought all the supplies, I'm not
And
gonna
that's
sell,
only a handful
well, I
of
have to
people.
make some money, so let me jack up the price. That's, capitalism, that's the way it works.
Right.
You know, whatever price is on it, I wanna get a sell a few tacos, so it's like, I need to make.
But
I
still,
know.
that was,
No, I know,
Yeah.
people
And-
were shocked.
and he was shocked when I told him, and I said, and so, I'm supposed to be
No,
meeting.
I still go to dance for $3.99.
Except for last Sunday, where we had the best enchiladas.
Yeah.
I didn't see you.
Oh,
I didn't
for having
him.
that.
Anyway, any other announcements, any other items?
I'd like to make a
I know
motion
we
to
hope to
adjourn.
see you all.
Second?
November.
Okay. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Gabrielle.
much.